Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam. My friends, the mayor of New York frequently comes up with bad ideas. And I'm talking about Mayor Eric Adams. I'm hoping that someday he will start thinking more logically. I'm hoping that someday he'll pay attention to logic and reason. Because what he keeps doing, based on my observation, is that he keeps proposing bad policies. Now let me share with you the latest example of that. Mayor Eric Adams of New York City recently proposed that the federal government should implement a decompression strategy. A decompression strategy? What is a decompression strategy? What is he talking about? What Mayor Eric Adams of New York City is suggesting is that the federal government should distribute illegal immigrants throughout the country. That is right. That is correct. That is what Mayor Eric Adams of New York City is suggesting. Mayor Adams wants the federal government to spread the illegal immigrants all over the country. See, I told you that the Democrats, they like playing with language. They come up with different terms and language. They take their awful ideas, these liberal politicians, they take their awful ideas and they package those awful ideas and attach a fancy name to it. What Mayor Eric Adams is suggesting is that the illegal immigrants should be dispersed all over the country, all over the United States. And he's calling it a decompression strategy. Let me remind Mayor Eric Adams that our country, the United States of America, is not a sanctuary country. New York City may be a sanctuary city because the liberals want to keep New York City a sanctuary city. They like that label. Chicago may be a sanctuary city, another city run by liberals who continue to embrace that sanctuary city designation. But the entire country, the United States of America, is not a sanctuary for illegal immigrants. Like Wisconsin, let's talk about Wisconsin. We are not a sanctuary state. So what Eric Adams is proposing is that the federal government should take steps to spread illegal immigrants all over the country. That's what Mayor Eric Adams of New York wants. This is what he calls a decompression strategy. See, a liberal politician came up with a fancy name. They came up with a fancy name, and I've shared with you previously that the liberals previously, whenever Border Patrol would apprehend illegal immigrants, it used to be called apprehension. Then the liberals started calling it an encounter instead of an apprehension. And similarly, illegal immigrants are illegal immigrants. We either call them illegal immigrants, these are foreign nationals who entered the United States illegally by crossing the southern border. We either call them illegal immigrants or illegal aliens. But the liberals came up with a new term. They call the illegal immigrants newcomers. So apprehension became an encounter, and illegal immigrants or illegal aliens became newcomers. And now, Mayor Eric Adams, he comes up with this awful idea that the federal government should spread illegal immigrants all over the country, and he calls it a decompression strategy. That's the label that he is attaching to this horrible idea. So Mayor Eric Adams took his awful idea and he attached a label of decompression strategy to it. What Mayor Eric Adams really means is that New York City cannot handle the burden of illegal immigration anymore. And so now they want to push the problem towards other cities and other states across the country. But here's the issue. New York City enticed illegal immigrants by offering free housing, free food, and lots of other free services. Why do you think so many illegal immigrants want to go to New York City and Chicago? Because these sanctuary cities enticed illegal immigrants with lots and lots of free stuff. And as I said previously, many times, nothing is really free. Somebody is paying for it, and who's paying for it? The American taxpayers are paying for the things that the illegal immigrants are receiving free of charge. Everything is paid by everything's paid for by American taxpayers. Our tax dollars are being used to pay for housing, food, and other services that the illegal immigrants are receiving. New York City invited this problem. They invited this crisis by offering free services to the migrants. And now that overwhelming number of illegal immigrants have arrived in New York City, Mayor Eric Adams wants to push this burden towards other cities and states. So instead of saying that he wants this crisis to spread all over the country, he is saying that there should be a decompression strategy. Decompression strategy. What a fancy title, decompression strategy. This guy, Eric Adams of New York, Mayor Eric Adams, he's the worst mayor in the country. He's the worst mayor in the United States. Name a mayor who is worse than Eric Adams. Can you name one American mayor who is worse than Mayor Eric Adams of New York City? Mayors are public officials who are supposed to be working for the people. Mayors are supposed to do things that help improve the community. Mayors are supposed to be doing public service. Mayors are supposed to be doing things that are good for the constituents the mayor represents. But Mayor Eric Adams does things that make New York City worse. New York City residents are sick and tired of the crimes that are taking place. Mayor Eric Adams should focus on combating crimes. He should give law enforcement agencies the resources that they need to keep New York City safe. But that's not what he's focusing on. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is focusing on providing taxpayer-funded services to the illegal immigrants. People are sick and tired of watching their tax dollars being spent on the illegal immigrants. While American citizens are suffering in this economy, the illegal immigrants are getting taxpayer-funded benefits. And then there's Mayor Eric Adams, who is suggesting that illegal immigrants be placed in communities across the country. He's calling it a decompression strategy. Why should non-sanctuary communities deal with the influx of illegal immigrants when sanctuary cities are the ones who invited this problem? If Eric Adams wants New York City to continue to be a sanctuary city, then he should be dealing with the problem. The policies of the New York City liberals have already caused havoc in the city. Massive sums of taxpayer dollars have been spent on the migrants, and now Mayor Eric Adams wants to spread this crisis to other cities and states. Here's my message to Mayor Eric Adams. We don't care about your decompression strategy. Mayor Eric Adams should keep all his bad ideas to himself. Just keep your ideas. We don't want your bad ideas, Mayor Eric Adams. There are many states in America where freedom-loving Americans want to live in peace. They don't want New York City mayor's decompression strategy. This decompression strategy simply means that other cities will also be on the path to bankruptcy, just like New York City. Many Americans are leaving New York City. They are sick and tired of the liberal policies and the reckless spending. They are sick and tired of the widespread crimes. Americans are leaving New York City because they don't feel safe in the city anymore. And the arrival of the illegal immigrants made the situation worse. And now, Mayor Eric Adams wants to spread his failed policies to other cities and states. And look at the fancy term that he's using, a decompression strategy. We, the freedom-loving Americans, don't want New York City mayor's decompression strategy. We don't need New York City mayor's decompression strategy. What we want, what we need, is a secure southern border. That is correct, my friends. We want and we need border security. And that's why I have said it before and I'll say it again. It is time to secure the southern border, and it is time to stop the influx of illegal immigrants. My friends, thank you for continuing to listen to my podcast. Please share with me your thoughts. Share with me your views, your opinions. Go to my website, tosifanam.net. Find me on social media. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on X, formerly known as Twitter. Please connect with me. If you want to send me an email, my email address is tosif@tosifanam.net. My friends, thank you once again for continuing to listen to my podcast, and I hope to be back again soon with a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam.